It's been 6 months since Buddy McGIRT lost the IBF Junior Welterweight Championship, and he's anxious for a chance to get it back. So Buddy McGIRT is staying sharp by fighting regularly. This will be his third fight in 1989. Edwin Chapo Rosario is another former champion waiting for a chance to win back the title. The two-time former lightweight champion has won 6 straight fights since being dethroned in November of 1987. All those fights have ended by knockout. Edwin Chapo Rosario wants to wear the championship belt again. Buddy McGIRT wants to be hailed as champion of the world. The two former champs will be in action tonight.
Forum for Fight Night at the Felt Forum tonight, featuring the former junior welterweight champion of the world, James Buddy McGIRT. Hello everyone, I'm Sam Rosen, and on the eve of St. Patrick's Day, it's always nice to be working with Gil Clancy because I know I'll never get in trouble. Hi, Gil.
Absolutely right.
Well, we've got Buddy McGIRT on the card, the former junior welterweight champion, going against Edwin Curet, a seasoned veteran, and a good test, I think, for Buddy McGIRT as he awaits another shot at a world championship.
Well, you know, Buddy's doing the right thing, fighting as often as possible, just keeping himself busy, waiting for that shot. But he's in a tough spot right now. Meldrick Taylor's hurt. Mayweather's talking about fighting Chavez. Maybe it's closed. Juan Koji has a mandatory. I have a good fight for Buddy McGIRT. You know, after the last fight, they called the Macho Man. They said, not so macho, Camacho. I think a great fight for New York City. And if Camacho wants to prove that he's a Macho Man, let him fight Buddy McGIRT in New York City.
Well, McGIRT says his people tried to make that fight but got turned down. Now, tonight he goes against Edwin Curet, a man who's been on the fringes of the top 20, has never really broken through. He's got a good record. He's fought some top lightweights, and I think when he's on his game, when he is sharp, he's a very crafty fighter.
Yes, he is, and the key is for Buddy to be on his game. Buddy can't take this guy lightly or have an off night, no question about that.
Buddy McGIRT, as Gil mentioned, has been fighting regularly. This is his third fight already in 1989. The last fight was a tough one up in Poughkeepsie, a 10-rounder against Willie Taylor, an unheralded fighter.
Yeah, but it's good that he has these tough fights. It hones him up, keeps him sharp. He knows he has to work in the gym.
All right, for Buddy McGIRT, I think the real test is the mental approach to this fight.
That's absolutely right, and he knows Edwin Curet. He knows what he has to do. I think Buddy, you know, he's a good blue-collar worker, a good hard guy. I think he's going to put up a good fight tonight.
That's our main event, and we open our card with it. We've got a good card of boxing coming your way, so stay with us. The former junior welterweight champion of the world, Buddy McGIRT, taking on Edwin Curet, will be set to go in just a moment.
And here to see Buddy McGIRT, who will take on Edwin Curet. Edwin Curet has not fought in a year. He has stayed in training. Buddy McGIRT has been very busy. A fight in January here at the Felt Forum, a fight in February, and now here in March, and he has won 19 straight here at the Felt Forum. Talk about your home ring advantage.
Well, you know, it is a hometown advantage for Buddy. He has his fans rooting for him and everything, but he still has to do the job, and he still has to perform. You know, it's not like when you play basketball where some courts are bigger than others. In the old days, they used to have low ceilings in some places. This is a square ring, and the other guy's going to have a lot to do with the outcome of the fight.
Nick Drake is the referee. This one is scheduled for 10. We talked about Curet being in with some of the top fighters. He's fought twice against Livingstone Bramble. He was stopped by Bramble March 30th of last year. That was his last fight. He's been in with Kenny Bogner, with Robin Blake, with Greg Haugen. Edwin Curet coming out aggressively. Tends to be a little wide with his punches.
You know, Ray Leonard laid off for quite some time, and he came back. He looked better than ever. Do you think that could be the case with Edwin Curet? Sometimes these guys need a rest.
Curet told us earlier this week that even though he hasn't had a fight, he has been training. He loves to train. He loves to go to the gym. And he knows that this could be a major upset if he were to win. It could really help him get a big money fight in the future. Sitting behind us at ringside is Duva, the manager of Meldrick Taylor, taking a look at Buddy McGIRT.
Good left hook by Buddy McGIRT.
Meldrick Taylor defeated Buddy McGIRT September the 3rd of last year. The fight stopped in the 12th round.
Break! Break! Don't hit me.
Take away the IBF Junior Welterweight Championship from Buddy McGIRT.
And that's the fight that Buddy McGIRT went in with the over-medicated, and he just didn't feel right in the fight.
McGIRT said the last fight a month ago in Poughkeepsie, the 10-rounder with Willie Taylor, he found Taylor very awkward and very game. I don't think he'll find Curet nearly as awkward.
Well, Curet's an awkward fighter, Sam. Throws strange punches, goes them off balance from different angles. He's not exactly the queen of the Harvest Moon ball when it comes to footwork and moving around.
But Curet is one of those guys going to be right in front of you, Gil.
Oh, yeah. Just got hit with a good left hook by Buddy McGIRT again.
Good, quick left hook by McGIRT. A little low with that one.
Bring them up. Break it up. Right, let go for that. Come on, fight.
McGIRT not showing a jab. He's content to lead with that quick left hook. There are those wide punches by Curet. They come from the side rather than straight ahead.
And they're strictly arm punches, Sam. Strictly arm punches.
Final seconds of round one. Round two scheduled for 10. Buddy McGIRT in the blue trunks. Edwin Curet in the red. Lead to the body by Curet with that right hand. Edwin Curet has been stopped only twice in his pro career in 32 pro fights.
He's a durable guy, Sam, no question about that. And he has had a chance to rest, get himself back together. Sometimes those layoffs can do a warrior some good.
McGIRT continues to land with that quick left hook. Curet had been managed by the Petronelli brothers up in Massachusetts. The Petronellis handled Marvelous Marvin Hagler, and Curet felt he got lost in the shuffle, so he broke away from them and has not been with them.
Break it up, McGIRT.
You know, fighters are funny, Sam. They have a tendency to get, look at these awkward punches by Curet.
And look what he paid the price.
That good left hook by Buddy McGIRT. You know, fighters are like that. You know, they get jealous if their manager pays too much attention to war. They think he's paying too much attention to one fighter and not another. I had a case like that when I had Jerry Quarry and Mike Quarry. Jerry would be training for a big fight, and Mike would just be up in camp just to keep himself busy. And I could be talking to Jerry trying to explain something. He'd walk right over and put his gloves right in front of me. It's a strange thing with fighters. They want the complete attention of the trainer. And it doesn't work that way if you have 3 or 4 fighters or more. See, I don't like that when Buddy jumps in with that left jab. I think you're supposed to what we call jab with your feet. Snap the jab and keep your balance so you can throw another combination after the jab. And my ex-fighter, Emil Griffith, is right behind us coaching Buddy McGIRT. I'd know that voice anywhere. He's telling Buddy McGIRT to throw left hooks.
Good jab. As McGIRT has started to use the jab.
See, Curet, when he throws punches, they're strictly arm punches. Very awkward.
That left hook landed on the back of the head of Curet.
Well, he more or less pulled him with the punch. It was like an open glove punch.
McGIRT has landed some good body shots.
If I was in McGIRT's corner, I'd have him driving that right hand to the body and then throwing that left hook up on the chin.
McGIRT looks a little too quick for Curet. There's that guy you were talking about, Emil Griffith, 6 times a world champion.
Yes, son. Believe me, he's fighting the fight with Buddy McGIRT. When the fight's over, he won't be able to talk if it goes 10 rounds. You probably have to carry him out of here.
Let's check your scorecard for 2 rounds, Gil.
Oh, Buddy McGIRT won the 2 rounds clearly. No question about that.
Griffith's voice just knifes its way through the air and the noise here at the Felt Forum.
Mr. Enthusiasm. That's Emil Griffith.
Break it up.
No question.
When I say break, I mean break, my good.
Good exchange, but good fast hands by McGIRT, getting the better of it.
Now he's got that balance a little better, Sam. He's putting the punches together a little more.
McGIRT's almost at a point where he's showing Curet no respect.
None whatsoever.
Break it up. Break it up.
The guy that throws punches like Curet, they can be quick because they're mostly open-handed punches. They're like slaps. And they're strictly with arms. Look at Buddy.
Curet just roughing him up a little bit.
Yeah,
good left hook.
Now he's putting them together, son.
Nice right-left combination.
Punch your way out. Break it up. It's boxing. It's not wrestling. That's how
Yeah, you hear referee Nick Drake, it's boxing, not wrestling.
He's on target with that one.
May have been a better fight if he refereed the Camacho fight with Mancini.
McGIRT working over Curet. And Curet's starting to slow down. Curet trying to slow Buddy McGIRT down, tying him up.
See, they're strictly with the arm, Sam.
It's always been a flaw in the fighting style of Edwin Curet.
Oh, if you hold it hard again, I did that one, all right? Fight.
You heard the warning from Nick Drake. Coming to the end of round 3. We're live at Madison Square Garden's Felt Forum. Sam Rosen along with Gil Clancy. Glad you're with us for Fight Night at the Felt Forum. James Buddy McGIRT in the blue trunks, the former junior welterweight champion, taking on Edwin Curet in the red. This is round 4, scheduled for 10. Still to come on the card, Gino Gelormino, the junior lightweight, who is now ranked in the top 10 in the world, will be taking on Manuel Rodriguez. Jose Vidal goes against Delio Palacios in a scheduled 12-rounder for the WBA America's Junior Lightweight Championship. And Edwin Chapo Rosario, the 2-time former lightweight champion of the world, will take on Larry Benson. Coming up tonight on Fight Night at the Felt Forum.
It's target practice for McGIRT now, Sam. Target practice.
He's landing 3, maybe 4 punches to every 1 for Curet.
And they're hard, solid punches. But Curet is just not too much power in any of his punches.
Fight your way out.
Edwin Curet has been fighting professionally for 8.5 years. Oh, big hooks to the body. See Curet wince every time that those body shots land.
I'd like to see McGIRT use his jab a little bit. He just used it then, but I'd like to see him use that jab a little bit more to set things up.
Eldrick Taylor, the IBF junior lightweight champion who defeated Buddy McGIRT, was scheduled to fight the Philippine, the #1 contender, but Taylor hurt his knee and it will be out about 2.5 months, we're told by Lou Duva, and that kind of set back the timetable for Buddy McGIRT. who had hoped to become the #1 contender, had Taylor won and then get a mandatory shot and rematch with Meldrick Taylor.
Well, there were 2 other champions, Sam. If he can get ranked #1 in the other divisions, then he'd have a mandatory with either guy also.
Left hook scoring for McGIRT.
Everything is scoring for McGIRT.
Al Certo, McGIRT's manager, said the Juan Koji turned down a fight with McGIRT after taking a look at McGIRT's win over Frankie Warren that got him the IBF title.
Well, Koji said his reason was he had a mandatory with the Japanese challenger.
It's all Buddy McGIRT through the first 4 rounds.
$600 right now.
Round 5, scheduled for 10. It's been all Buddy McGIRT. And I think what's been missing from Edwin Curet that I've seen in the past, Gil, is the inability tonight to pick off any of the punches. Most of McGIRT's punches are landing.
Well, Buddy's getting good angles on Curet. He's making him lead, picking him off, catching him. The timing is good that way. You know, if I was working in Curet's corner, I just really wouldn't know what to tell Curet to do. I mean, I don't think he can really exchange with McGIRT, and McGIRT seems much smarter than him. It looks like just a tough situation for Edwin Curet, and McGIRT certainly can punch harder.
Yeah. Curet, we mentioned, a year layoff. And I think where it hurts most is he's just not able to make McGIRT miss. And he's certainly not as fast as McGIRT.
Just a clinic, Sam. That's all it is right now. Just a clinic.
Buddy McGIRT staying sharp. Sharp jab by McGIRT.
Really snapped Curet's head back. But you see now, being an ex-trainer, I guess no matter how good the job a guy's doing, I can always find fault. Now, McGIRT landed a beautiful 3-punch combination and knocked Curet off balance, and he stepped back to take a bow instead of throwing the second combination. See, these are the things that, you know, the fighters don't like to hear it, but that's your job when you're a trainer.
Have you ever seen anyone fight a near-perfect fight where there was nothing to criticize?
No.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Jumping with that jab by Buddy McGIRT.
You have to remember, Sam, there's 3 minutes in every round, so there has to be a time when the guy is going to drop his hand after he jabbed. They'll make some sort of a mistake. And we're always looking for perfection. We have too many trainers today that they want to be around with the fighter, so they keep telling them, "You're doing great, champ, you're doing great." They're afraid to correct his mistakes, and that doesn't do the fighter any good at all.
Break it up, break it up, break it up, break it up. When I said break, I mean break.
End of round 5.
Boy, that's what I
Question as to who's in front here. Let's go into the corner where Al Certo.
Beauty. Stick your tongue out, man.
McGIRT.
Come on, where's that ice on you? What is that? Stick your tongue out, dude. A little water, Dan?
The quiet corner.
Very good. Just keep doing that, but keep that left hand up, all right?
Sponge.
I hope Al's not singing him a lullaby, I'll tell you then.
Across the way, Edwin Curet. And you wonder if Buddy McGIRT is almost at the stage in this fight where it's too easy for him, Gil.
No, that's the way I feel right now. I don't think that McGIRT is really on top of his game. I mean, he's not on fire. He's not fiery, and that speeds up your combinations. You know, for example, the guy we have behind us doing all the Emil Griffith doing all that yelling at Buddy McGIRT. I've seen him get lazy in fights, and all of a sudden the guy had hit him with a good right hand on the chin. I said to myself, good, because that would wake him up, and he'd come right back and be the old Griffith again. But when you're having an easy time the way McGIRT is, it's tough to really get yourself up. I mean, he hasn't lost a round in my scorecard, and he hasn't been hurt. He hasn't really been stung in the fight.
Not listening to Emil Griffith, not using that jab as much as Emil would like. Emil sitting in the audience. And you can see Curet just real slow with his punches.
And usually arm punches like Curet are usually fast with their punches because they're arm punches and they're slappers. But the Buddy's hands are so fast that they make Curet look slow.
And Curet drifting into the category of journeyman fighter and opponent.
Buddy is a little lethargic, and he had a great opportunity to get off there and just didn't get off.
There's got tagged with a left hook. He landed one, but also got hit with one.
Curet knows he hit him with that left hook, too. It's giving him a little confidence.
Fight your way out.
Buddy! What that jab, buddy? Let's go! Again!
An overhand right landing by McGIRT.
Double jab before that right hand.
Break it up. Tell you, don't hold in the back of the head.
Let's go, yes, buddy! Watch that jab!
But you know, McGIRT has really not hurt Curet at all in this fight. He's hit him with some good punches, but nothing's happened.
Curet's always been a durable fighter, as you mentioned earlier, Gil. He's taken some good punches from some top fighters. Went 12 rounds with Greg Haugen. Went 10 with Livingstone Bramble in their first fight in '84. Bramble stopped him last year in the 8th.
Sam, you could have blocked that right hand to Curet, too.
Yeah, but I would have needed a board. Coming to the end of round 6. Round 7, scheduled for 10. James Buddy McGIRT in the blue trunks, Edwin Curet in the red, and unofficially, though I don't think there's too much doubt about it, it's a shutout for Buddy McGIRT. A one-sided fight.
I haven't had a close round yet, Sam. It's been all Buddy McGIRT from the opening bell. But you see that lethargy there? You see Buddy tie himself up by shoving his own left hand behind Curet. You pull those elbows in, you work with the guy. Now, Curet's working, and McGIRT's a harder puncher. He should be working with him.
McGIRT hurt Curet with that left hook to the body. He really felt it. Actually, McGIRT's best punches have been those hooks to the body.
Contact, fight.
There had been some talk of a Buddy McGIRT-Terrence Ali fight, Gil, but that didn't materialize.
That's right, and it would have been a good fight. I mean, Ali has got the style to bring out the best in Buddy McGIRT. Good rhythm, good movement.
And Ali, who is ranked in the world rankings, I think would have made a formidable opponent.
Break. Don't shoot, buddy. Don't shoot.
was an awkward punch.
Yes. Curet tried to tie up McGIRT, but Buddy wouldn't let him.
Banged heads that time, Sam. That's why when you have McGIRT that's winning all by himself, you still worry about turning an ankle, throwing a shoulder out, getting butted. I mean, you know, all these trainers are always concerned and they worry about things like that. You never can relax until the fight's over.
Curet showing signs of tiring here in the 7th round, doing a lot more holding on than he'd done earlier.
Well, Buddy isn't exactly a ball of fire, Sam. Making nice moves, picking him up, but he's picking him up at one punch at a time.
Slapping right hand by Curet landed. Good counter right by McGIRT to the body. Sam Rosen and Gil Clancy ringside here at Madison Square Garden's Felt Forum. This is fight night at the Felt Forum. This is round 8 scheduled for 10. James Buddy McGIRT in the blue trunks, Edwin Curet in the red. 7 rounds for McGIRT and none for Curet on our unofficial scorecard. And another tune-up for Buddy McGIRT, though this one, I think Willie Taylor gave Buddy McGIRT more trouble than Edwin Curet is.
Well, because Curet to me is no threat. I mean, if he landed his best punch, I don't think anything would happen. You know, there's always that time where a guy can throw a punch and nail you, but it just doesn't seem he has any power at all in his punches. He's a tough guy, he takes a good punch, but that's about it. There's that slap of Curet's again.
Buddy McGIRT doing more lunging with that left hook than I've seen in the past.
Because he's impatient. He's looking to land the big punch instead of, all he has to do is set it up with the jab, double his jab up. He did it once earlier in the fight and landed a beautiful right hand. But they forget about that jab. He's looking to land a big punch all the time. And even his jabs have got a lot of power. He leaped in that time. One jab in the right hand, doubled up that jab, and what I call jab with your feet. Move your feet in coordination with your left hand. He would have been in a position to throw that right hand.
Oh, there's a good jab. And again.
Now he's starting to feel his, you see those legs bouncing up and down, he's starting to get his balance a little bit. This whole sport is about balance, is what it is.
McGIRT just working over Edwin Curet.
Fight is really slow to a walk, though, Sam.
And Curet, who does not have much power, is not likely to come back with a surprise knockout in this one. I think the outcome is pretty well set. It's a matter of watching Buddy McGIRT. Watching him tune up as he tries to stay ready for what he hopes will be a title shot very soon. And Curet doing a lot of holding. End of the 8th round. Put another one on the scorecard of Buddy McGIRT. No surprise there.
Now, what do you tell an Edwin Curet after this round? Sam, you're in the corner. It's a tough job. He's lost 8 rounds. What do you tell him?
I'd say, Edwin,
Use your left hand.
if you want to win this fight, go out and show these people you want to win this fight. Try and knock this guy out.
And back him up for 3 minutes, and if you take a backward step, I'm not going to be here when you come back.
Oh, that's pretty good. Tough words, Gil.
Well, as you know.
Our next fight night at the Felt Forum is 2 weeks from tonight. On the card, a scheduled 10-rounder. Unbeaten heavyweight Alex Stewart takes on Arthur Lawhorn. And a scheduled 12-round lightweight bout. Tunde the Dr. Foster going against Johnny De La Rosa. Also on the card is Ronaldo Mr. Snipes And Ricardo Cepeda should be a good one. So join us here on Madison Square Garden Network. If you can, get out to the Felt Forum. You'll enjoy it. Good crowd here at the Felt Forum tonight. Better than 2,700 on hand. Edwin Chapo Rosario, the former two-time lightweight champion, on the card. I think Lou Duva's seen enough. He's leaving, but he stopped by the corner of Buddy McGIRT to talk to Al Certo and Howie Albert. Pass along a few comments and on the bout. And maybe a future matchup with Meldrick Taylor. Lou Duva, who manages Meldrick Taylor, handles Pernell Whitaker and Evander Holyfield. Pretty good stable for Lou Duva.
No, I don't know how he handles all these guys and keeps them all, as we were talking about jealousy among fighters, keeps them all happy. You really have to be a psychologist along with having a lot of energy to do all that.
Well, no one ever accused Lou Duva of not having enough energy. He's got enough energy for 3 people.
He sure does.
Break.
And when I get Lou's age, I hope I have the same amount of energy.
You'll have plenty of energy tomorrow to party on St. Patrick's Day, won't you?
Well, that we can always find energy for. You know, that's like a fighter and he thinks he's really dead tired. He just can't throw another punch. All of a sudden, he cuts the other guy's eye. He gets that surge of energy, the adrenaline flows. Where it comes from, nobody knows. That's what happens to an Irishman on St. Patrick's Day.
Edwin Curet throwing some punches. Just to remind Buddy McGIRT he's still there.
Well, he may have woke, now maybe he woke Buddy McGIRT up.
Fans behind their favorite, Buddy McGIRT. They want McGIRT to take him out. But you're right, Gil, I just don't think Buddy has the fire tonight. No, it started well, and then he seemed to just get lulled into a false, I shouldn't say a false sense, a sense of security that this was easy, and he just continued on.
Nice combinations. He's doing everything right. It's tough to fault Buddy, but that extra little bit of fire isn't there when you land one good one to quickly throw another one.
And I think that's competitive fire because I think he knows there's just no way Curet can do anything to him. A couple of slaps by Curet and holds on.
Break.
And referee Nick Drake has done a good job in the fight, Sam. Moved around very well, controlled the fight.
End of round 9.
600 right now.
Out for the final round. It's all Buddy McGIRT. Pitching a shutout on our cards. There have been no knockdowns. And for Buddy McGIRT, he's gotten in some good work in 3 months of 1989. 6 rounds in January, 10 in February, and 10 more here in March. For Edwin Curet, I don't know what you can say, Gil.
Well, you can say he can take a good punch.
Yeah.
Got hit with some good solid punches on the chin, never wobbled. You know, and the funny thing about boxing, most guys that can't punch can usually take a better punch than guys that can't punch. It's been the history of boxing.
McGIRT rocked him a little bit with a good right hand a moment ago.
Well, maybe he waited till Lou Duva left before he wanted to do anything like that.
Curet will be 29 years old in April, and he's coming to the end of the line. Good right hand by McGIRT, and Curet holding on.
Hold it. I tell you, don't hold in the head like that. I'm going to stop the fight.
Nick Drake is pretty tough with these guys, but that's the way you have to control it. Because you keep pulling him by the back of the head, and he says, I'm going to stop the fight. It would be funny if Curet turned around and said, please do.
Well, he's gotten this far, he might as well finish it off. Maybe in the 5th or 6th round you could escape.
There's Curet pushing him. Top of the head again. Throwing those slaps don't mean anything.
Well, what's ahead for James Buddy McGIRT?
Okay.
Well, Buddy McGIRT has got to get lucky. Two of the champions are tied up right now, and the other one is talking about moving up. I think that what he has to do is smoke out a guy like a Camacho. I mean, they're talking about Camacho and Mancini again. Why? Let's do something different. Let them fight a McGIRT or something to prove that they should get all this kind of dough. Camacho and Buddy McGIRT in New York City would be a big, big fight.
Yeah. Curet with those two punches. He's got tired arms. I don't think that was an intentional low blow. He just couldn't get the punches up much higher.
We mentioned that he's got a good sturdy chin. He's also got tremendous heart because he's never been in this fight. Hasn't shown any signs of quitting for the entire fight. So we'll give him credit for that anyhow, Sam.
That's been the story of Edwin Curet's career. Gets in a good combination at the bell. So James Buddy McGIRT clearly a winner in this one. We'll await the official decision.
Come on now, my friends. You
Most likely a shutout. For Buddy McGIRT, this will be his 41st career victory. Turned pro in 1982. 7 years. Buddy McGIRT, he has fought, became the junior welterweight champion February the 14th of last year, then lost the title September the 3rd to Meldrick Taylor, and wants very badly to get the title back. For Edwin Curet, a journeyman performance. He's not in the class of the top fighters in the world.
Well, his future, it would seem to me, if he wants to continue to earn money, would be to go over to Europe as an opponent. A lot of fighters end their careers that way, and he just doesn't seem to have the sparkle or punch or anything to excite anybody in the United States. But they find use for fighters like him in Europe against some of those European local heroes and champions that they have.
Cards have been collected. Here's the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, judges Carol Castellano and Danny Whalen each scored 10-zip. While Judge Al Reed, he observed it 9-1 for the winner by unanimous decision, James Buddy McGIRT.
Have to find out what round Al Reed thinks
Let's hear it one
Edwin Curet won.
Howie Albert just said that Buddy McGIRT hurt his knuckle early in the fight. Just indicated that to me.
Well, that'll be interesting. An interesting development. Buddy McGIRT with his 6-year-old son. Another win for the former junior welterweight champion of the world. We will be back with more Fight Night at the Felt Forum. Welcome back to Fight Night at the Felt Forum. We are set for more boxing action. Junior lightweights in the ring. It's scheduled for 10 rounds, and currently ranked in the top 10 is Gino Gelormino. Let's go into the ring to ring announcer Ed Darien for the introductions to our next bout.
From the Big Apple, New York City's fabulous Felt Forum, here at Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden Boxing. Bob Goodman, Vice President of Boxing and Matchmaker, and Pat Fleming, Assistant Matchmaker, present Fight Night, and is approved by the New York State Athletic Commission, the Honorable Randy Gordon, Chairman.